Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Scottish News Network News Report. I'm your host, PJ Killer 26, and today we will be talking about the pre-action report, today's fighting, and what I know. So I shall be bringing it to you, but sadly, everybody that's watching the news report will know after today. So we will go over, and by the way, that's the new capital map. It needs a little bit more updating, but you can have an idea of what everything looks like right now. But on that note, we will go up and look at the battlefield. So, the main zone that's predicted to come into fighting between both sides will be Hytol and Elgin. Both are going to be major conflict points, and from what we know is that's where the main concentration of Pug Sand's army and C.S. Malloy's army shall be. So we shall expect major conflict zones near Beanertown and in the plains and desert between the two. On that, we'll be heading on up to Ender's offensive, which he will be joining the war, taking his offensive up to take Dunbar and Portage. And then once those two will be secured, since there's no very viable way to attack them, he will be taking the highway down to take and siege Pittenweem. So that means Ender will be taking Dunbar, Portage, and Pittenweem from CS within the first day, while CS and Pug are both unaware of his actual involvement within the war. But from what we know is CS wants to push Pittenweem to Glasgow to Hytol, then out to Inverness, and Pug wants to push Elgin to Falkirk to Wick for day one. So we will see how the battle looks after, because we will sit down and look through the map again and mark out traded regions. By the way, as you've noticed, Pug's side has an orange color, CS's side is white, and Ender's side is green. So that should also be a helpful aid to everybody as they look at the maps throughout the next few days. But just as a note, right, I will pop up every region's uh, names of their towns. Now is for Enders. Next is CS. After that, we have Pug. We have Melrose. And we have Genoa. It's not fully on the map, but you get the idea. Now, on that note, we'll take you over to in-battle footage. Good day. L. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I made a little bit of an oopsie whoopsie. So sorry. I might plug in an interview with somebody real quick, but you'll see that at the end. But yeah, no. We're just here to show you what's been lost, what's been taken, and what all happened. So, first and foremost, CS surrendered his entire dukeship except for Falkirk and Wick, so we'll show those two towns. Um, Ender is taking Dunbar and Portage, so pop those two up. Then we have Pug taking Elgin. Pittenweem and Dundee are now neutral towns, and Pug lost Flavortown, Tuvarook, and Glasgow. So, on that note, here are the new dukeship borders now. Hopefully, I have lines in the editing software, because I really don't want to write down every town name with the colors. But on that note, I will take you to a small interview. Maybe, yeah, we are. And good day. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the interview segment of our report. We are here with Ender. Ender.
Hello.
Uh, well, we have you here to answer a few questions about your experience in today's conflict.
Gladly.
Uh, So, what inspired you to declare war on CS and Pug?
Well, I think what the original plan was supposed to be was just to declare war on CS, but then some unnamed outside party persuaded me to declare war on both, and looking back, it could have been avoided because Pugs is a reasonable man, CS on the other hand is not, and I could have just made a deal with him, but it all went it all ended okay. CS has lost a good chunk of his land. I'm currently working on a deal with Pugs. Right now, the terms are still being written as we speak, and yeah, that's just the main premise.
All right. Would you like to tell us about your losses, what you lost during the battle, what they lost compared to you?
Um, well, CS lost his life and all of the men following under him, and thinking of our casualties, I think we only lost one man, which would be Shu, who died in a battle, the second battle, against Fish.
You're telling me Little Lieutenant Fish killed like a top ranked PvPer.
Well, miracles do happen.
I guess so. So, do you intend on ever uh, getting involved in another Duke ship war?
I suppose we'll see which way the tide flows, which direction I'm pulled in, but for now, I suppose will be a time of rest and some much needed relaxation for everybody involved. Um, but yeah, I think maybe not too soon. Maybe no inside wars too soon, but if an outside opponent dares to challenge us, I will be there on the front lines as always. But inside here, I think I'll take a bit of a break. I think everyone should. It's all well deserved.
All right. Well, we're gonna bring up the court case that's supposed to be happening, the state versus Chan.
Yes. Um, well, that is a most recent court case that is being brought up. It will be happening tomorrow. The time hasn't been specified yet, but it will be tomorrow. And just to give you a little background information on this, it would seem more prefer well, this is what we've got as a comment from the king himself. Uh, he saw Chan with his own eyes breaking a few rails and other destruction of government property that belonged to the state and the kingdom of Scotland. Uh, Chan does not deny these claims, but we'll see if we can hash this all out in court and get it done.
All right. Well, um, we also do want to ask, right? You are aware of your 2 stars now on your uniform, right?
Yes, I am well aware now. It
So,
is a high honor that I think has been a long time coming, but I'm here now, and I'm definitely gonna go further.
all right. Um, do we know what did Pug's forces take any losses? Do we know that?
Um, hmm. Well, not that I know of, and I haven't been able to reach him for quite some time yet, but to my knowledge, they did not take any losses or casualties, or any fatal injuries for that matter.
All right. So, on that note, would you like to address the people with anything?
Well, I would. Um, I think what I would like to say is this is a changing point in Scotland's future right here. This is a large, diverse turning point here, And all I can say is that every decision made will always affect the future of Scotland, no matter how big, no matter how small. Every decision you make will affect the world around you, and I just want to make that clear with everybody. So please, I guess as the lesson of the day, make good decisions.
All right. Well, that's all today for the Scottish News Network. I'm your host, PJ. There's the civilian prime minister right there, and we'll see you next time.